What's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventurer 1994 here, and today is Friday, February 9th, 2024. And Bob Iger has found release dates for the 3 Disney sequels that he announced last year. On February 2023, Bob Iger announced a Toy Story 5, a Zootopia 2, and a Frozen 3, and a fourth one, which is insane. And this year Disney has surprised us with a Moana 2, which is expected to hit theaters in November this year. And after 8 years of the original film coming out to theaters in 2016, Moana 2 is expected to come out in theaters 8 years after the first film came into theaters in 2016. And now the second one's coming out in November 2024. So that was an 8-year wait between the two films. And that's not the only franchise that had an 8-year wait. I mean, Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out in theaters this March, and it's been an 8-year wait after the third film came out in 2016. And then 8 years has gone by, and Kung Fu Panda 4 is coming out in theaters this March of 2024. So yeah, that's another franchise that has an 8-year wait. And that's not the only thing that's coming out with Moana. Disney is making a live action film too of the original Moana. And this is the first Disney animated film in the 2010s that's getting a live action treatment. I know they're planning to release Lilo and Stitch this year, I think, in live action. And then the next year's Moana live action. So, 2 films that are set in Hawaii, 2 Disney animated films that were set in Hawaii, are getting released in live action in back-to-back years. That's crazy. How 2 Disney animated films are set in the same place and they're both getting live action films back-to-back. And I don't think I'm gonna watch it because I don't really care about the Disney live action remakes. I hardly care for them. I only care about the original. And that's it. So yeah, I'm not really interested in seeing the live action Moana, even though Dwayne Johnson's gonna be playing Maui again. Yeah, I don't know what's gonna go on with him and Moana 2. Hopefully he has time for both. But we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. And moving right along. Now Zootopia 2 has a release date set for November 2025. And believe it or not, that's actually 4 months before its 10th anniversary in 2026. Zootopia came out on March 4th, 2016, and 9 years later, it's coming out in November 2025, and that is like 4 months before its 10th anniversary in March of 2026. It would have been more cool to see it come out in March of 2026, but oh well, better than nothing. I can't wait to see what Zootopia 2 is about, even though I have to wait 2 school years. We'll be in the 2025 and 26 school year by the time it comes out. I have to wait 2 school years, but it's worth the wait. But we're gonna have to get past Inside Out 2, Moana 2, Elio, and then Zootopia 2. Yeah, so Disney has 4 animated films beforehand. I mean 3. And now Frozen 3 has finally found a release date too. and it is expected to come out in November 2026. And once again, they confirmed the fourth film. But let's get past the third film first. I can't wait to see what Frozen 3 is about, but I'm gonna have to wait 3 years. 3 school years too. We'll be in the 2026 and 27 school year by then. I can't wait to see what Frozen 3 is about, even though I have to wait 3 years. I bet it's gonna be a really good sequel. And Toy Story 5, that's one of the most exciting things I've been waiting for, even though I have to wait 2 more years. I didn't think they were gonna make it Toy Story 5 until Bob Iger confirmed it in 2023. I thought the fourth film was gonna wrap everything up. I mean, Woody said goodbye to his old friends, to stay with Bo Peep, and it felt like a goodbye after that to the franchise. But Bob Iger confirmed it, and it's official. It's coming out in June of 2026. Yeah, once again, I thought Toy Story 4 was gonna wrap everything up when Woody says goodbye to his old friends to be with Bo Peep. But the adventure must continue, according to Iger. And the good news is that Tom Hanks and Tim Allen are returning as Woody and Buzz, as their voice roles. And what Tim Allen wants for Toy Story 5, it's to be about an adult Andy wanting to gather up his old toys and wanting to give them to his son. Hopefully Woody reunites with them. I expect them to reunite because that's what it's going to be about. An adult Andy wanting to gather his old toys to give to his son. And that's the plot Tim Allen wants. That'll be interesting to see. And if that's true, hopefully Woody is back with the gang before Andy finds out that Woody is left with Bo Peep. Hopefully that happens. Hopefully Woody reunites with the gang before Andy sees them. It gives them to his son, so he doesn't fume at Bonnie for losing Woody, because he left the toys to go be with Bo Peep at the end of Toy Story 4, saying goodbye to his old friends and leaving with Bo Peep at the carnival. Yeah, I can't wait to see what Toy Story 5 is about. It's gonna take 2 years. It's gonna be in 2 years to find out what it's about. But hey, we'll play the waiting game. It's all good. We just have to be patient. Only time will tell. And I don't know if it's gonna be Tim Allen's prediction or not. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. And 2 years will go by in a flash. Yeah. Toy Story 5 I have to wait 2 years for, but Toy Story 4 was a sequel we've all been waiting for after the third film finished. I mean, at first we thought the third film was going to wrap up everything, but then fans begged for a Toy Story 4 by like 2011. And at first there were like rumors going around that it was going to come out in 2014. I think in like 2012, I think. I don't know if there were rumors or not, but it looked likely it was going to come out in 2014. And then nothing was confirmed for like 2 years. And then by the time it was November 2014, it was announced that... But by the time it was November 2014, Toy Story 4 officially got announced. And it was at first expected to hit theaters in 2017. But then they pushed it back to 2018, and then The Incredibles 2 took that spot, and then it got pushed to 2019. So we had to wait 5 years from 2014 to see Toy Story 4 in 2019. And I remember seeing Toy Story 4 in theaters. It was the night before my high school graduation when we saw Toy Story 4 in theaters. It was like the night before my graduation from high school. So yeah, that movie was like the perfect wrap up to not only the franchise that we thought it was gonna end, but to my years of going to high school and going to my district. And I was gonna become a post grad and reach adulthood. So yeah, we have Toy Story 5, Moana 2, Zootopia 2, and Frozen 3. They all have release dates. And about Moana 2 and the original film, they're both coming out in years where I went to Disney in May. I went to Disney in May in 2016 when the first Moana came out 6 months later. And then I'm going to Disney again this year in May. And Moana 2 is coming out 6 months later. So what a coincidence. And the same could be said for Kung Fu Panda 3 and 4. Even though both films are coming out before I left for Kung Fu Panda. So yeah, we have a lot of sequels coming our way, and I guess that's it. Bye.